right now, Grace movement guides suck. They're unorganized and, honestly, just talk too much.
It's pretty simple. So first, make sure you're sprinting. That's very important.
All guides are old or bad, leaving only sweats of unnatural dedication to get good. You aren't bad because you suck, it's just because there's nobody there to help you. In this guide, I will speed up your game of tech that let me compete for world records in under a month. Starting with the basics and ending with complete guides, this video will create a roadmap that you can use to improve. This is the Grace movement guide, not some half-baked flaming QQ stuff. Unlike him, I have world records. I hope you learn a lot from this. Enjoy. I hate to ask this, but the video took a lot of effort. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't, you can leave a dislike as well. Comment on how I can do better in the future. Thank you. There's a great reason why I'm talking about settings at the beginning of this video. Grace requires many alternating repeated inputs, a lot of tight timings and sprint management. As such, there's keys to fix. Firstly, make sure crouching's on your left click. This is required as you'll be doing really tight timings with crouches. You'll also spam and press the key a lot. For your sprinting keybind, choose something that's easy to alternate with your left click. For me, this is right click, though others prefer shift. Visually, propless in the speedrun timer should be enabled. This helps with both frames and run verifications. Speed lines and camera tilting should be disabled as they affect alignment and add clutter. Finally, camera shake should be turned down as much as possible. Also in advanced settings, visible limbs, camera headlock, and camera sprint bobbing should all be disabled. These settings add clutter, affect alignment, and even make some glitches impossible. I'd like to add here that you need sprint toggle off. Flaming QQ made a video which incorrectly set its preference. Unfortunately, it's not. You need it for both sprintless darting and shrimping. With sprint toggle on, there will be more keyboard clutter. Some strategies require external software involving auto clickers and button control. As external software becomes important, I will document it. Off the settings and onto traits. Some traits outperform others. This begs the question, what is the best combo? This is a problem with a multifaceted solution with multiple valid playstyles. If you've watched Flaming QQ's video,
For that reason, I'll put that in the amazing tier.
please try to be unbiased when choosing traits. Currently, 4 traits are circulating the meta. Firstly, crampons. They are a requirement, allowing for double the wall kicks. Additionally, they give a pretty good crampon ability. Next, rosary ring. It's used to click very fast to allow for incredible speed, safe from clips, and even faster falling and skimming. After that, we have goober cookie, which gives passive speed. Not a lot to say about this. Finally, there's teddy teddy, which allows for focused movement by ignoring slight and heat, which is useful for beginners. As for combos, there's a few popular choices. In my personal opinion, I think it's important to start learning without the handicap of rosary ring. Afterward, introducing of goober cookies would uncap your speed. But honestly, just use what you find fun. Alright, now we got the preliminary stuff out the way, we can finally learn about Grace. Firstly, it is crucial to understand how physics works in this game, and how sprinting, sliding, and directional keys work together. Sprinting and then crouching causes you to slide. Going fast on down ramps, preserving your speed on flat grounds, and gaining height when on ramps. You can pair this with a wall kick to gain more speed, called darting. Though simply understanding when to continue sliding or reset will speed up times, let's take it further. Sprinting, crouching, and then letting go your sprint key will alter the behavior of your slides, labeled a power slide by most runners. Power slides somewhat remove the speed soft cap associated with sprinting, allowing you to gain and keep much more speed. Pair this with darting, and you can skip tons of rooms. Though, we need to gain height to dart. How do we do this? Although there are many ways, the most popular method is trimping. Although intimidating, the technique is quite simple. Simply power slide into something that wedges you up. This can be a lip, door, or even a corner on stairs. There are different setups. Consider it a preference. Here are some examples. Those are almost all you'll need to know. LOL! Practice for a bit, and it'll become second nature to you. There are many other ways to gain height, like wall scaling, abusing ramps, or even taking advantage of how rooms generate. Use a good balance of all these techniques. Use the trait crampons to make your life much easier. Although this movement is necessary, understanding how to manage entities is equally important. You must evade Carnation, Slugfish, Elkman, Slight, Heed, Dozer, and Sorrow. Most entities are trivial, but evading Carnation is both trivial and cool. Learning parrying makes this stage of the game a lot of fun. There are 3 main ways to evade Carnation: hiding, parrying, and stacking. Hiding is self-explanatory. Use hiding spots when necessary, but aim to learn parrying. Parrying is simple. Slide into a sign wall and line parallel to it, facing away from the wall. Although it's neat, it's a lot slower than stacking. It's also going to be removed soon. Aim to increase your speed to get to safe rooms quicker. Stacking, or carnation stacking, is where you do safe rooms really fast, avoiding the need to deal with carnation entirely. The maximum you can stack to is safe room 3, as even the best computers lag when stacking to pass safe room 2. While teaching others how to play the game, I've noticed some common mistakes across the board. Firstly, overusing or underusing trimping. Although it's hard, it's essential for every single run. It's at least used 5 times in a single run. To get better at trimping, remember that most trimps are different and require different inputs. Take time to spectate players and how they play without traits, and try to copy what they do. Secondly, remember that breaker rooms are a waste of your time. You'll never have to complete a breaker room. Use crampons, wall scaling, trimping, and room generation to your advantage. Ensure that you're timing darting correctly. Make sure to wall kick and power slide. Recall that power sliding is where you slide, then let go, sprint afterward. This allows you to gain more speed while darting. Also, make sure that you maximize your time in the air. I'll go into this more when optimizing, but make sure that whenever you get on the ground, you do everything in your power to get into the air as quickly as possible. Those were the basics. Keep practicing and you'll get better and better times. By now, you should have the fundamentals down. Now we'll optimize the basic skills. Like trimping, B-hopping is important. In Grace, you get 2 wall kicks, 4 of crampons. So B-hopping lets you regain them without losing speed. It's done by darting under walls or objects to glide on them and reset kicks. Staying in the air is almost always better than touching the ground. Aim for larger objects if your path leads to them. Always try to hit a B-hop, even if it's slower than normal. I assume you already know how to dart, but you might not know how it works. Speed gain depends on vertical velocity. After a trimp, you'll get a big speed boost. Maybe you spam crouch before a dart and you get more speed. For the record, this is not a V-dart. I don't know who made that up. I actually figured out who made it up. It's another bad Grace guide on YouTube.
I think I found a new movement check for Grace.
Stop making these, please! Anyway, as I was saying, too much speed can cause you to clip or overshoot. To slow down, you can dart without a power slide, or release slide midair. In straights, this is essential to keep your speed controlled, rather than as fast as possible. Optimizing the way you enter safe room hatches is also important. Time entering around slug kill timers, going in between cycles. To save crampons, hold out an item, such as a lamp or a flashlight. Save them for tower rooms or B-hop fails. As for endies, you can deal with dozer mid-air to keep momentum. You can also stack sorrows to move through their rooms during their long timer. Common mistakes include failed B-hops. This is more of a practice thing, so just keep on playing the game and you'll get it more and more consistent. Another mistake is darting poorly. You need to control your speed and not always try to gain it. Another mistake I see is people trying to enter the safe room poorly. Don't fumble around the hatch, just get in and go straight to the pressure plate. Also try to ground before you get to the safe room hatch. To conclude with basic movement, I can't simply give you some secret movement tech that will make you the best player in the world. This is something that you gotta practice, especially B-hopping. Besides that though, there are many different playstyles. Grace has 3 major categories: no major glitches, unrestricted, and traitless. NMG doesn't allow auto clickers or safe room clipping. Unrestricted allows auto clickers and safe room clipping, which is currently the fastest. Traitless doesn't allow auto clickers, safe room clipping, or traits. Runs start when leaving the first door and end at the 5th safe room hatch. NMG and traitless only really differ in shrimps and speed, so we'll focus on NMG and unrestricted. In no major glitches, we use X mouse button control to bind scroll wheel to crouch. Here's a video of me teaching you how to install it. So firstly, you'll want to go to this site, which will be in the description. You'll want to click latest version. This will install the installer. Then you're going to want to go to files and open the exe. Then just click through this fun stuff. And then boom, click finish. Now you can open it on your computer. Firstly, go to wheel up or wheel down and click on simulated keys. Next, choose a letter on your keyboard that you don't use and you can bind to crouch. For me, this is U. After that, you can press OK and do the same thing for wheel down. After that, just click apply, and now whenever you scroll, it will be pressing that key. Now you can go to your settings and bind it to the key that you put on your scroll wheel. Now, when you scroll, you'll crouch. Awesome. Alright, now that you have your keybind set up, our goal is to reach Safe Room 5 as quickly as possible without major glitches. Before the run starts, build speed of Rosary Ring or Teddy. Make sure to crampon on the side of the starting room. Although you're allowed to hide and parry, try to aim for pausing Safe Room 2 or 3 for Carnations to despawn. Preferably Safe Room 3, but honestly, it's inconsistent, and not even a lot of computers can do that. Repeat this until Safe Room 5. That's the entire run. It's simple, straightforward, and requires no clipping. As for unrestricted, we use OP auto clicker, but any auto clicking software works. Here's a video of me teaching you how to install and use it. Go to the site, it'll be linked in the description. Click this download button, which will take you to another site to install. What in the world are these ads? We have it installed, put it on your desktop so it's easy to locate. Now, open it. Firstly, choose a delay between 1 to 5 milliseconds. I personally do 1. Next, you can choose a hotkey, which will use a start auto clicker. For me, I have it bind to my mouse button through Logitech. After that, as long as you have crouch on your left click, whenever you start this auto clicker, you will be crouching. Now you have your keybind set up, the goal is to reach Safe Room 5 as fast as possible. You're allowed to clip through walls and use auto clickers. The run doesn't differ greatly from no major glitches except for safe room hatches. Whenever you get to a safe room, you have two options. Go down the hatch and step on the pressure plate while trying to clip through a door, or clip through above the safe room, called a top clip to conserve momentum. How do we clip anyway? Simply turn on your auto clicker, run towards the wall and jump. Make sure you turn your auto clicker off as soon as you're through the wall, or you may get something called a down bug, where you're infinitely falling. As for differences, top clipping preserves more momentum, but is much more inconsistent. Safe room clipping, on the other hand, doesn't conserve as much momentum, but is almost entirely consistent. Aside from this, there are two major glitches in the run. Safe Room 2 and Safe Room 4. In Safe Room 2, we clip without opening the safe room door. When doing this, make sure to lag back a little bit so carnations despawn. Simply put, you'll need to keep the safe room loaded, so don't go too far. In Safe Room 4, we do something called EKG. Entity Kill Glitch. Glitch? 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 Glitch. Oh my god. Clip through the safe room without opening the door. This removes Dozer and Sorrow. You can also kill Goatman by top clipping through every safe room.
What's your biggest dream?
Well, I was going to lose all my hair and have glowing eyes and get a big butt and fly around.
Why don't you try some of this then?
Oh my god, this is exactly what I wanted. Yes, yes, yes.
Both these categories are entirely valid playstyles. Here's the category that you find the most fun, rewards practice and optimization. And please, don't play Unrestricted. Other than that, there's not much more to Grace. Hopefully I covered everything. If I didn't, leave a comment on the mechanics I may have missed. If you found the video helpful, I would appreciate if you could support the channel by subscribing or leaving a like. If you didn't find it helpful though, feel free to dislike. Thank you all so much for watching.